Edinburgh, a mild June morning. Sam Heughan, star of the hit series Outlander, sits across from a GQ reporter, in a quiet room at the back of a quaint cafe. He wears a gray sweater, a thin scarf, his blue-gray eyes are quiet but strong. For the first time in more than 10 years of fame, he has decided to speak out about a shocking truth. He once suffered from a serious eating disorder and had been hospitalized several times in secret. "It's a part of me that I've kept hidden for too long," Sam begins, his voice low but clear, "and I think it's time to speak up. Not just for me, but for everyone who's been silently battling the same invisible monster." When he was cast as Jamie Fraser in Outlander in 2013, Sam Heughan was just a stage actor struggling to find his place in the entertainment industry. The role, along with his meteoric rise to global fame, catapulted him to new heights, but also brought with it enormous pressure to look good. "Suddenly, I became the ideal figure for millions of people," Sam says, a muscular, strong, flawless Scottish warrior. "Every time I looked in the mirror, I started not seeing myself. I just saw Jamie Fraser. And I started feeling like I wasn't good enough." Because of the demanding filming schedule and physical demands, Sam embarked on an extreme diet and exercise regime. At first it was to maintain his muscle mass. Then it became an obsession. "I started weighing my food down to the gram. I ate nothing but boiled chicken and broccoli for months. If I ate a bagel that day, I would spend 3 hours in the gym, punishing myself." The first signs of an eating disorder began to creep into Sam's life. He avoided eating with friends, refused invitations to go out, spent hours looking in the mirror for non-existent fat, and frequently fainted from malnutrition. "I remember one day on the set of Outlander Season 2, I could barely stand during a scene. My face was ashen, I was limp. The doctor had to give me an IV right there." That was his first hospitalization. But not his last. Over the next 3 years, Sam was hospitalized at least 6 times for exhaustion, electrolyte imbalance, and severe dehydration. Each time, he used the excuse of work exhaustion to hide the truth. "I was afraid of being found out. I was afraid people would think I was weak. A man with an eating disorder? Who would believe it?" In the entertainment world, especially for male actors, toughness is often the norm. Sam, who regularly appears on Sexiest Man Alive lists, felt he had no choice. "There were days when I would look at the fans cheering me on, saying I was so perfect, and I felt empty inside. I just wanted to scream, 'I'm not perfect. I'm in pain.'" He admits that his eating disorder not only damaged his body but also his spirit. "I fell into depression. I thought, would it be better if I just disappeared?" In those dark moments, one person always appeared at the right time. Katrina, Sam's longtime co-star and closest friend, was the first to notice something was wrong. "She noticed me avoiding lunch with the crew. She saw me throwing up in the bathroom backstage," Sam says. "One day, I was sitting in my dressing room, shivering, and she came in and didn't say anything, just hugged me for a long time. Then she said, 'Sam, if you don't help yourself, I'm going to pull you out of this.'" Katrina contacted a nutritionist and a psychologist for Sam in secret. She quietly supported him throughout his recovery, even rearranging his filming schedule to give him time to rest and heal. "Without her, I don't know if I would have made it." In 2024, after completing the final season of Outlander, Sam entered a period of reflection and reorientation. He took a long break from acting, retreated to the Scottish Highlands, meditated, wrote a book, and focused on his health. In early 2025, he was officially diagnosed with orthorexia nervosa, an eating disorder involving an obsession with healthy foods, along with mild bulimia symptoms. The diagnosis was a shock, but also a release. "I could finally name the demon I had been fighting for so many years." He began attending group therapy, reading a lot about mental health, and gradually regained his balance. In May of this year, Sam decided to share his story with the public. I wanted to take off the mask of perfection. I wanted to tell people, even the people you think are the strongest, can fall. And that's okay. Soon after the interview was published, the hashtag you are not alone Sam trended globally. Thousands of people, especially young men, shared similar stories of their own, praising Sam for his courage and honesty. One wrote, "As a man who struggled with anorexia, I know what hell is like. Thank you Sam for making me feel less alone." Another shared, "Sam Heughan is more than just an actor. He's a hero because he spoke the truth that the rest of the world has been avoiding." Even medical professionals have spoken out to thank Sam for raising awareness of a disease that is often mistakenly considered a women's disease. Sam is now on the road to full recovery. He has returned to a flexible diet, incorporating moderate exercise, meditation, and art. He is also writing a memoir, Underneath the Muscle, about his harrowing but hopeful journey. He is working with a charity that supports men with eating disorders, hosting webinars, and donating to treatment centers. What I learned, Sam shares, is compassion, for others, and for yourself. And that there is no shame in asking for help. Final word, the power of vulnerability. In a world where everyone is so focused on creating the perfect image, Sam Heughan has chosen to do the opposite. To strip himself down, to show up as his real self, vulnerable, broken, but strong. And that's what makes him extraordinary, not because of his perfect body, but because he dares to live authentically. As the spotlight slowly fades, Sam Heughan chooses to slow down, no longer rushing into blockbuster projects, no longer feeling the pressure to be a masculine icon. Instead, he allows himself to breathe, to be vulnerable, to be Sam, not Jamie Fraser. "I've learned to love myself unconditionally. I don't need six-pack abs to feel worthy," Sam smiles softly. "I know now that my value isn't in my appearance, it's in my ability to inspire others to rise from their own cracks." He adds that since going public with his illness, his conversations with fans have become deeper. No longer empty praise, but genuine connection. "I used to think fans only loved Jamie Fraser, the strong, invincible hero. But then I realized they loved Sam too, the real, scarred person. It was the most beautiful feeling." In addition to his career, his eating disorder also had a profound impact on his personal relationships. He avoided love, refused intimacy, and kept people at a safe distance for fear of being discovered. "There were nights when I turned away when my lover touched my stomach. I felt ashamed. I didn't feel worthy of love, but things gradually changed when Sam allowed himself to heal. He learned to talk to his body, his fears, his unnamed memories. And the miracle happened, he opened up, and found true love from the heart, not the cover." Although he did not reveal the identity of his lover, Sam admitted, "I am in a peaceful relationship." He does not love Sam on screen, but loves Sam when he wakes up sleepy, lazy to exercise, forgets his wallet. In her upcoming memoir, Sam devotes the final chapter to a letter to the Sam of 2015, who is quietly falling apart behind the cloak of fame. "You're not broken, you're just tired, but remember, you deserve to live, not to please anyone, but to find yourself. Forgive yourself, love yourself, and move on." For Sam Heughan, his journey through an eating disorder is not just about overcoming himself. It's also a statement to millions of people. Vulnerability doesn't make us weak. It's about learning to live authentically, stronger and freer than ever before.